Championship. Starting with Team Chile.
Right in the heart of St. Catharines, Ontario. It's the first time this championship has ever been held in North America. We're live at the Meridian Center, getting ready to open up the tournament. Ecuador versus Chile. And good afternoon, I'm Anthony Gallo, joined by my partner, Stephen Martin.
Here to start the tournament, Anthony. Both these teams are looking to make a statement for all the teams involved.
Exactly. Chile, they've been here before. In 2015, they were in the under-17 tournament, placed third. And then next year, they hosted the U18 tournament. Didn't turn out so well for them, but last year going undefeated in the U17 South America Championships to qualify here. And that's the same with Ecuador. They're just getting their feet wet in this tournament. They've never been here before, no world ranking. And of course, we know Chile with the 35th ranking in the world.
Yes, it was a great tournament for Chile down in Peru last year as they're entering the court here as we see. Big upset in that final game over Argentina.
Skin set here with the teams. That's Chile getting introduced. Here's Ecuador now. And here the introduction of Ecuador now. I wonder what can we expect from Ecuador this tournament. This is their first time here, and we just explained that, and we know that Chile is going to come out hot. That's what they like to do. They like to play inside the paint, and clearly there's a height disparity here between the two teams, and I think Ecuador is going to have to stick to the game plan and shoot from the outside.
Yes, there is a bit of a matchup down low for Chile with that height advantage, like you were saying, Anthony. These two teams did meet in the quarterfinals of that 2017 tournament. Chile did go on to beat Ecuador in that game. Really the big difference there was the domination in the paint. 50 points for Chile and only 32 for Ecuador. Ecuador does like to work it outside. They do shoot well from the field. I expect to see them try and move the ball and get those open shots today, try and keep the big defenders in from Chile outside of the paint. And
a big reason for that victory was Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd, who is a big-time player, who is the #3 ranked player in New York, and is a big-time prospect in the United States, representing his country here proudly. In that very game, he finished with 20, 20, and 10, and that's 10 blocks.
It was a monstrous game there. A big advantage down low for Chile. Expect to see lots from Maxwell here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Ecuador.
Just getting set here now for the anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
we ask you to please rise if you can.
For the playing of the Chile and Ecuadorian national anthems.
Just getting set for tip-off here.
Teams meet at center court here for the ceremonial gifts exchange.
It's about time this tournament just got started. The first ever in North America. It's a big deal here. Of course, once again, in Canada, in the heart of Niagara, in Ontario, St. Catharines at the Meridian Center. Tons of work has been going into this. And it's going to be a great tournament with some great basketball.
Big opportunity for both of these teams. Like we said in the pregame, both teams looking to show on the world stage.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. And I think more so than that, Chile is ready to take the next step. You know, they've, like I said in the pregame, they've been itching, they've been knocking at the door, and if this is their time, I think they firmly believe this is their time to take the next step.
Yeah, I expect to see some statement-style basketball played here today. You can tell that some of the other teams will sure be watching all of the play in this tournament, scouting out the competition.
But don't be surprised if Ecuador pulls an upset. Obviously, they play each other a lot in their respective countries in South America.
I look for Ecuador to be efficient here today, looking for good shots, sticking to their fundamentals, trying to get in the paint, looks up for fouls. As we look at that Ecuador roster here.
Yeah, I expect big things out of forward Aaron Capuro, who averaged 13 points per game last year in the U17 tournament.
A big leader for this Ecuador team. Like we said, looking for those open shots. Ball movement is a key to their game.
Right, exactly.
Starting five here for Ecuador. Michael Moncayo,
the captain of this team. He's going to be a big integral role in this tournament for Ecuador if they look to advance and make their mark on this tournament.
Looking at the Chile roster, a couple of big names there. We've already mentioned Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd.
Yes, and of course, can't forget about Kevin Rubio, who averaged 16.5 points last year on 44% shooting in the U17 South American Championship. And with age, your game only gets that much better.
Yeah, with that age, he does bring a sense of veteran leadership to this Chilean team as well. Just a minute until we tip things off here at the Meridian Center.
I think Ecuador knows that they are the underdogs in this tournament. Their coach has got to be preaching to them consistency, consistency, consistency. Because you know Chile, if they get a lead, they can hold that lead. And Ecuador would have a tough time getting back into this game.
Well, and even just to start the tournament, you want to start strong. You want to play your system. Bit of nerves here in the arena. Try and shake that out. Just get to playing basketball.
Exactly. John Brian Escalante Montenegro is the head coach of the Ecuador team. Again, set for tip-off now.
Chilean team getting set to take the court.
Franco Lara is the head coach of the Chilean team. Looking to make an impact and upgrade that ranking, of course, in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, history is being made today. This is the first time Canada has ever hosted the FIBA U18 Americas Championship. Make some noise and welcome the world to St. Catharines, Niagara, and the 2018 U18.
A good crowd here for the first game of the day. Both teams represented.
Lorca-Lloyd will take the tip-off for Chile.
Kenny Rivera on the other side for Ecuador.
I expect big numbers out of Rivera today. He looked really good in warm-ups.
He's got a big matchup with Lorca-Lloyd. So.
And Chile wins the tip-off, and here's Valera. Valera taking up the court. Immediately off-ball pick-and-roll action. Pick and pop by Lorca-Lloyd. Lloyd drives. Good defense by Ecuador, but that doesn't matter. Lorca-Lloyd, all 6'9" of him getting that bucket.
Getting him started early.
Here comes Ecuador. Moncayo, Michael Moncayo. Looking to run some sets here. Gets it up top. Capurro, the leading scorer in the U17 tournament for them, pulls up on the shot fake into Rivera. He banks it in off glass on the baby hook. Great ball movement there by both teams to start out the game. Valera. Off-ball screen coming. Another pick and pop action there with Lorca Lloyd. Saez up top. Here comes Saez down low. Nice defense there by Ecuador. Valera takes it himself. And he can't finish. Back comes Ecuador. Up the court. Big drive, and he can't finish. Great defense there by Lorca Lloyd on Edward Sanchez.
We talked about some of the height disparity, but still a close rebounding match when these teams met before as Varela pulls up and drains the three-pointer there.
Valera opening up the scoring for himself here. In last year's tournament, he averaged 16 points per game, the point guard for this Chilean team. Michael Moncayo up top to Pereira. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Rivera. Moncayo can't answer back with a three. Back comes Chile, looking to push the pace. Lorca Lloyd. Oh, express yourself, young fella.
Take advantage of the fast break there.
Moncayo. Rivera, nice pass to Sanchez, and he's gonna head to the line for two. A little early excitement there for Lorca Lloyd, just like what we expected.
Absolutely, getting out on the fast break there, taking advantage of numbers, heading down the court, and just too athletic.
And he's off on the first.
Have a look back here at that fast break opportunity.
And Lorca Lloyd putting the world on notice. He is here. And he can't hit both. And it's going to go to the Chilean ball. An early sub here for Ecuador, right off the bat. In comes Cuerga. That's Alvaro Cuerga. Cuerga, I should say. Great ball pressure there by Michael Moncayo.
Ecuador trying to shut things down before Chile can get up on offense.
An early off-ball foul there. A little too aggressive. It's on Moncayo. Valera gonna bring it up court for Chile. Saez. Off-ball screen coming here for Rubio. In the lane, Pimenta, plus the foul, off glass. Early statement here for Chile. Early 9-2 lead, looking to make it 10-2 with this free throw.
We talked about the start of this game being very important. Ecuador's got to look to get something set up on offense, looking for some good, clean looks.
And you see here the nice drive in the lane, just too strong. And they were about to finish that layup. Ecuador needs a bucket here. They don't want this to get out of hand early. A full court press there by Chile. Pick and roll. Capurro. It's gonna stay Chile. It's gonna stay Ecuador's ball, I should say. Tight defense played here by Chile early on. Looking to make a statement. Off-ball screen from Moncayo. Grabs the screen. He's gonna pull up for three. He can't hit. Rebound by Rivera. Finds Sanchez. Sanchez hesitates. Floater. Can't finish either. And Rivera. Foul on Lorca Lloyd. Oh, sorry, they're calling it the other way. Kenning Rivera grabs the foul. A little too aggressive on the play.
Seeing some of that battle we talked about earlier on down low between the two big men.
Ignacio Valera. Saez finds Lorca. Nice kick out to the corner. Rubio drives baseline. Great defense there by Rivera. Ecuador. Oh, bank shot. Capurro showing his scoring touch there. Valera met at half court. Saez. Lorca Lloyd, he's open. Doesn't take the three. That's not his game. Valera, nice bounce pass in the lane. Real beautiful play.
Great vision there from Valera. Find the open man down low. Already seeing some great ball movement from both of these teams.
Oh, turnover there. Lorca Lloyd comes up with it. Chile looking to push the pace a little bit. High ball screen. Valera's gonna take it himself. Not a great shot there. His coach can't be happy with that. Back comes Ecuador. Mancao, wide open three. No mistake there. Michael Mancao, the captain of this Ecuador team.
Ecuador making a run here.
Just like that, it's back to a 5-point game. Saez finds Rubio up top. He's got a wide open shot. He fakes. He does not elect to take the shot. Off-ball screen action coming here, but they find Lorca Lloyd in the post. Great double team there.
They're sending the double anytime he gets that ball.
Sanchez can't finish the layup. Great defense by Chile. Here comes the Chilean squad the other way. Rubio, Saez, showing some muscle, and he banks it in off glass down low.
Ecuador needs to avoid those odd man rushes by connecting on shots offensively. Can't let Chile get out and run.
Capurro. Double teamed. Mancao just hit the three. He's gonna push him with the floater, and he somehow puts it in despite the tough defense by this Chilean squad.
Mancao putting the team on his back, pulling Ecuador back here. Esmeralda brings it up and sets up on offense.
Gets it down low to Lorca Lloyd. He's gonna pull up for the jumper. Can't hit, off iron. Back comes Ecuador. Michael Mancao looking to make it 2 in a row. Capurro for three. No mistake, he drains it. Just like that, it's a 2-point game, and Ecuador is making a run. Saez, Valera, Rubio up top. Elects not to shoot. Nice defense there again by Capurro. Looking to push the pace. Capurro! Oh, what a rejection! Oh, they're calling a foul. Oh my, Capurro went hard up with that.
I'm not sure there was too much contact there as we have a look back.
He met him right at the summit. We'll see here. Oh, it looks like he clipped the hand there a little bit.
Yeah, on that angle, you can see the contact on the wrist.
We love the aggressiveness by both teams here.
Well, in the swarming defense from Ecuador, sending 2 men whenever Lorca Lloyd does get the ball down low, and communicating well off of those double teams as they miss the first free throw.
That could be a big story in this game if they don't hit free throws. It could be a tight game through, and that's already 3 missed free throws for Ecuador.
And coming into this game, Ecuador has shot well from the charity stripe. Off on that one as well, but they do get their own rebound.
Capurro gets his own rebound, and he's traveled.
Missed opportunity there for Ecuador on both free throws, and then getting that offensive rebound as well, but a turnover there.
Can't be happy. Rubio's gonna inbound. Immediate full court press there by Mancao on Valera. It's gonna be a great matchup throughout this game.
We'll see how long Ecuador can keep up that pressure though.
Pimentel, a returning player from the U17 team. Lorca Lloyd, defended by Mancao. Rubio, let's not shoot. Nice pass inside to Lorca Lloyd. He can't finish. And he's out of bounds. He caught the ball out of bounds.
As we saw there, Ecuador sending 3 guys to Lorca Lloyd when he gets the ball down low. I think that has to be their game plan to try and shut him down.
Pimentel, open 3, off the mark. Back to Ecuador.
The communication on defense so far from Ecuador has been great, knowing when to double off of the man and to switch off of those high screens.
Mancao finds a lane, passes it back out. Floater, can't hit. He gets his own rebound. That's another offensive rebound for Ecuador. The height discrepancy is not making a difference. Mancao, oh my! Yes, sir, Michael Mancao, not shy, introducing himself to the world right now.
Second 3-pointer there, going 2 for 3 from beyond the arc already.
And just like that, they take a 1-point lead. Valera looking for a screen from Lorca Lloyd. Saez for 3, he can't answer back. It's gonna be Ecuador ball. A little frustration here.
Chile not shooting well from beyond the arc, going 1 for 5 so far in this first quarter.
Pimentel's going to come out, and Nacio's going to come in for Chile.
You see Coach Lara on the sidelines telling his team to stick to what they do well. Work it down low, try and get their big men involved.
Driving in the lane. Capurro, open three again, and he puts it in once again. Aaron Capurro.
And that's his spot. The exact same spot he hit his earlier three-pointer from that corner three there.
Chile cannot be happy with the defense that they are displaying right now. Too many open threes. Oh, Valera with the floater. Oh my, what a beautiful move to split the defenders and come in with a soft touch.
The razzle-dazzle going there.
Rivera. Moncayo, he's gonna pull up again. Oh my goodness, he is on fire. Michael Moncayo.
3 for 4 already here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
5-point lead now for Ecuador to closing out the quarter here with 2 minutes left. Valera, shot fake by Rubio. He drives hard. Valera, Lorca Lloyd held up, can't finish. Great defense again by this Ecuadorian squad. Capurro, a little too aggressive there.
Lorca Lloyd speaking to the ref after that play, he thought he drew some contact on that last drive. He's gonna have to fight through 2 or 3 defenders almost every play.
Ecuador making a statement here early on. We thought coming in down low it would be a battle of, it would be Chile dominating the boards, but Ecuador's making a statement right now. Saez. Down low to Rubio. Rubio working his way in. Oh, nice shot fake with the hook. Somehow finishes. Looked like there was a little bit of contact on that play as well.
Still the strength to get through though. Lay it in there.
Just under
Chile
90.
finally put some points back up on the board.
Just under 90 seconds left in this quarter. Capurro. Sanchez. Moncayo, who's been hot from the arc. Michael Moncayo kicks it out to Capurro. Capurro in the lane. Shot fake. Sanchez. Nice shot there to beat the buzzer.
Great ball movement from Ecuador. Waiting, finding the open man for the easy bucket.
Saez. No call there. It looks like Ecuador is always having an extra man in the paint because they know that Chile dominates down there.
I'm sure they've watched that game over time and time again from last year's tournament, looking to find any opportunity they can to beat this Chilean team.
Michael Moncayo. Rivera. Can't hit the free throw line shot. Rubio. Kevin Rubio. Valera being guarded by Michael Moncayo. Here comes a screen from Lorca. Lorca Lloyd with the screen. And he stepped out of bounds. Chile's coach cannot be happy with the awareness right now of this Chilean squad.
Starting to see a bit of frustration on the Chilean players' faces here as they don't know what happened to that early lead that they have, as Ecuador is now up by 5 points with the ball here, probably going to hold it for a final shot as we go for a quick timeout.
This is not how they wanted to end out the quarter.
Chile came out, really worked the ball down low. We saw in their first offensive possession, getting their big man, Lorca Lloyd, involved down low. But they've been trying to get back to him and just haven't had the opportunity. Ecuador sending 2 or 3 men on every opportunity down low in the key.
Laura's got to be talking with players here. They're not defending the three-point line well at all. Too many times, Moncayo did hit some tough shots, but you see Capurro over there wide open from the corner twice.
Every time that they drive, somebody's leaking in, helping off of the man open at the corner. And it's just a wide open three-point shot there. Like you said, 2 for 2.
Again, set to come back here now after this timeout. Sanchez here with a hand in his face. They've been doing this all day from the top of the arc. Moncayo, Sanchez, and Capurro. They're stroking it well from the outside.
And that's going to be their game. They're going to look to work the perimeter. Some of the Chilean faithful in the stands trying to get their team amped up here. Expect Ecuador to hold it for the final shot.
About a 1.5 second difference between shot clock and game clock right now. Almost a turnover there. Moncayo finds a lane. Can't throw it up to his teammate. Somehow stays in. Sanchez. They can't hit. 2 seconds left on the clock before the end of the quarter. Valera! Oh, can't finish. And that'll do it. That's the end of the first quarter. 23-18. Chile came out hot, but Ecuador answered. That'll be the end. First quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Getting set to start the second quarter. An entertaining first quarter, 23-18 for Ecuador, right here in the heart of Niagara at the Meridian Center in downtown St. Catharines.
And a back and forth first quarter between these two teams. Chile went on that early run, but Michael Moncayo put his team on his back from beyond the arc.
Captain of his team showing out. See here. Tough floater in the lane. He's getting it done inside and out.
But it's like you said just before we left for that break, Anthony. Moncayo drives, and he's got open men. And that one there, just hand in his face, pulls up. But back on defense, immediately communicating to his team where they need to set up. More than the offensive production from Ecuador, I'm impressed by defensively what they've been doing.
Getting set for the second quarter here now. Michael Moncayo's brother, 16-year-old Mateo Moncayo, checking in now for the first time. We'll see if that connection does well. Everybody else staying on the floor, and Mateo is the only sub in now for Ecuador.
Chile bringing some pressure off of the inbound there.
Early pressure, you're right. Capurro, high ball screen. Stops. Shot fake, floater, can't finish. Back comes Chile. Chile, oh, Fabian Martinez, and they're gonna call it charge. Another defensive exhibition there by Ecuador.
Well, and Mateo Moncayo comes in and makes the play already for Ecuador, eating the charge here as we see, plants his feet, just takes that contact.
Mateo, that is. Off-ball screen now here from Michael. Mateo. Rivera passes up the wide open shot and finds a better one, and there's Sanchez getting the friendly roll there in the paint.
Chile needs something here on offense, need to get some momentum back in their home court.
7-point game now at the start of the second quarter, behind the back. Lorca Lloyd looking to get started. Another block there by Rivera. And finally they call it's out of bounds. I thought they called a foul on that one, Steve.
Well, you said at the top of the game, Anthony, it's going to be a big battle between Rivera and Lorca Lloyd. And Rivera already 1 rebound, 2 assist work in that, and 1 block on defense.
And really, Kenning Rivera is the only one that can really match up height-wise. And there's Valera off.
When we see him box out Lorca Lloyd there, Lorca Lloyd was a huge presence on the glass when these two teams met last.
Mateo Moncayo, way off. And here comes Lorca Lloyd with the rebound. He's going to push it himself.
As soon as Moncayo puts it up, he chases after his rebound. We've seen that already from Ecuador, leading this game in offensive rebounds.
Nice pick and roll defense there by the Ecuadorian team. Blocking foul there. Calling a little tighter this quarter already.
Ecuador is just moving everywhere on defense. You wonder how long they can keep that up, especially if they're rolling with 4 or 5 of the same guys throughout this game.
Ignacio. Valera finds the shot, can't pop it in. Here comes Ecuador. Capurro. A lot of dribbling here. Great defense by Kevin Rubio. There's the screen. Capurro, that was all him, no passing. That must have been a ton of dribbles there before he eventually laid it in on glass.
Just working it, waiting for that lane, and takes it right in.
9-point game now here. Kevin Rubio, the leading scorer for Chile in the U17 tournament last year. And there's a foul on Ecuador, reaching foul. Gonna check back into the game is Pimentel for Chile. Coming out of the game is Rubio for the first time.
Back into the game, number 18, Alvaro Pimentel.
Valera. Ignacio. Baseline. And he's out of bounds. The awareness is not great right now for this Chilean team. That's twice they've stepped out of bounds.
Ignacio's upset with himself there. He had the big man look like open down low, but just an errant pass. They were lucky to retain possession early on there, but then the turnover. Ecuador looks to take advantage.
Michael Moncayo, the leading scorer for this team right now. Moncayo, cut off there. Gets it to brother Mateo. Finds Capurro. Aaron Capurro in the lane. No hesitation, can't hit. Great defense there by this Chilean squad, and back comes Valera. Looking again, Lorca Lloyd in the post. A lot of contact there. Oh, little back and forth down low. Lorca Lloyd is getting frustrated. And there's a technical foul there on Maxwell Lorca Lloyd.
Saw a little bit of an elbow there after the play. He's gonna look back here, battling for it down low.
Oh yeah, there's an elbow right there by Lorca Lloyd. The refs aren't gonna have that.
He's been feeling the contact all game. As soon as he gets the ball, Ecuador's sending at least 2 players on him, and he's already looking frustrated here with 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
One shot free throw coming here for Michael Moncayo. Coming into the game for the first time tonight is Anthony Pereira, and Kenning Rivera will get your rest for the first time tonight. That makes it a 10-point lead for Ecuador. They'll get possession now off of that technical foul.
Up 10 points here too. If you're Chile, you have to try and get something going on offense. Try and get this game to 2 or 3 possessions here with 4.5.
Moncayo, blocking foul there. A little too aggressive there by Felipe Ignacio. Mateo Moncayo to inbound. Miscommunication there. Ref's gonna call it Ecuador ball still. Mateo Moncayo coming out of the game. Brandon Vallis will be in. Michael Moncayo. Can't get the screen. Turnover. Here comes Chile. Pimentel blocked. Oh, big time block. Aaron Capurro doing it on both ends of the floor, and back comes Ecuador. Bounce pass to Moncayo. Another pass. And a turnover again. Wow, that big block by Aaron Capurro. Chile, almost another block. Can't float it over him. Back comes Ecuador. They got numbers. 3-on-1. Vallis in the game. Can't bank it off. The pace is picked up here in this game. Vallis gonna slow down the pace a little bit. Looking to get into Maxwell Lloyd. One bounce and up. Can't bank it in, but there's Pimentel. He's gonna head to the line for 2 on the extra effort.
Team Ecuador foul number 15, Pereira.
Substitution here for Ecuador off of that foul as Pimentel hits the line.
Number 11, Edward Sanchez at the line for Team Chile. Number 18, Alvaro Pimentel. Lino Saez checks back in the game as well for Chile.
Aaron Capurro on the chase down block. I still can't get over that. Pimentel misses that free throw. Look at here. Wow. Big time block there.
And right after that play, affecting the other shot as Chile is off on that one.
Sanchez. Moncayo. Back to Moncayo. He's gonna pull up again. He has not cooled down since the first quarter. Michael Moncayo. It's a 13-point lead now.
And Ecuador's been running that high screen just to get Moncayo a little bit of space. That's all he needs to hit the three-pointer.
Three-point shot trying to answer back, and they cannot. Back comes Ecuador, pushing the pace once again. Michael Moncayo. Capurro held up there. Pereira finds an open Edward Sanchez. He makes no mistake. Another three-point shot by Ecuador. They are on fire right now, and they cannot be stopped.
Running away with this one with some of that shooting from beyond the arc.
I did not expect this, Steve.
Well, and as we looked with Rivera subbing out too, we don't know what Chile's looking for on offense. We look back at this one.
Great ball movement there, eventually to get Edward Sanchez in the corner. He was calling for it all the way down the floor, but Michael Moncayo just didn't see him. Wow. Ecuador's coach has got to be happy with this. An early start, stroking it from the three-point line.
Just been on fire from beyond the arc so far for Ecuador, shooting 7 for 9 from the three-point line.
That's crazy. 77% right now from the three-point line.
And then you look at Chile, only 1 for 8. That's not their game. I don't know why they're going beyond the arc there so often. We had Rivera for Ecuador sub out, and they're still looking for the perimeter. I don't know why you don't go to Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd down low.
See, the thing is, you got to give credit where credit's due, and Ecuador's been playing great defense on Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd down low, denying him the ball. And when he does get the ball, immediately a double team coming. They know that they don't stroke the ball from deep range that well, and their game plan defensively right now on their star player Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd has been working phenomenally.
Sending numbers, and they're beating him on the boards on the other end as well. We expected a big rebounding performance from Lorca-Lloyd, already with 6 rebounds here, but offensive rebounding has been huge for Ecuador.
Exactly, the height differential here, you would not expect that. And Lorca-Lloyd will sit right now, and coming into the game is Saez.
Quick steal there by Ecuador.
Oh.
And Moncayo's just off on that. But again, seeing that pressure from Ecuador off of the inbound.
Chile's playing a little too laxed right now, I think. They're in a big hole right now. Pimentel, kick ball there by Aaron Capurro. Gets it into Pimentel. Pimentel taking it himself, and he puts it off top. That was one of the that's one of the first looks that they got that was very uncontested.
Showing that length is Pimentel there.
14-point game. Capurro back to Moncayo, looking to get a set here. Back to Moncayo. Sanchez gets cut off on the baseline by Rubio. Great defense. Moncayo had to put it up. Can't put it in. And back comes Chile. Inacio. Valera. Saez. In the corner to Rubio. Air ball. Not what they wanted there.
Calling the ball off of Ecuador there. Looked like there was a bit of contact from the Chilean player.
It looked like Pimentel hit it off him last minute there to keep the ball in their possession.
14-point game with 4:15 left in the second quarter.
Pimentel, baseline, gets cut off. Varela, pull up 3, wide. And back comes Ecuador. Michael Moncayo, crossover, Moncayo gonna take it himself. Oh my goodness, off the glass, Michael Moncayo. Proving himself to the world tonight.
Through the contact there, Moncayo already with 15 points.
Michael Moncayo, uber aggressiveness right now, taking it and banking it off glass for the potential and one play. And he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. And it's back up to it's a 17-point lead for Ecuador, and that's the game high. Pimento. Varela calling for a screen now from Saez. He gets it. Varela, baseline, nice backdoor pass. Pimento can't finish, but there's Saez on the offensive glass. That's exactly what they need if they want to get back into this game.
Great vision by Varela there. Find the open man and then the rebound. Huge for Chile to get points on the board.
Sanchez. Capurro. Screen. Try to find him down low. Not a great pass, and back comes Kevin Rubio and this Chilean team. Rubio sidesteps, and he banks it in. Kevin Rubio, the leading scorer last year's tournament, making a statement right now.
Stepping up huge for this Chilean team.
He's got to get going if they want to get back into this game. It's a 13-point lead now for Ecuador. Sanchez taking baseline, tries to get in low. Another turnover there. And here comes Pimento. Pimento. Varela. Corner. Rubio. Saez going to take it himself. Can't power it in. Great defense there by Pereira and company. Moncayo. Sanchez pulls up. Make no mistake about it. Sanchez from the mid-range.
Ecuador just using numbers on the fast break.
Varela. Off-ball screen coming here for Nako. Nako. Saez spins. Open three for Nyako. Puts it in. Nothing but net. Chile squad back to a 12-point lead now for Ecuador.
That's only the first three-pointer for Chile in this second quarter.
Defensive pressure is coming. But there's Moncayo open three. You can't leave that guy. A rare miss there by Michael Moncayo. Back comes Chile. Looking to make it a potential single-digit lead. Varela, crossover in the lane. And he's held up. Great defense there by Sanchez. Capurro. Eric Capurro can't finish. Big time block there by Pimento. Kevin Rubio. Taking it himself. He had a man in the corner. Not a great awareness there on the fast break. A missed opportunity. Pereira. Moncayo. Drives in the lane himself. Somehow banks it in. Michael Moncayo putting on a show right now in this first half.
We've seen him go amongst the trees there 2 or 3 times just with the great ability to get around the contact and lay it in.
Saez will try and take it himself. Held up. He's going to head to the line for 2. Michael Moncayo already up to 20 points right now in the first half. That's almost half of all their points. And right behind him is Aaron Capurro with 10.
Shooting 64% from the field already. As a team, Ecuador being very efficient, 51% from the field. As we look at Chile, only 40% there. Not working towards their strengths. Too many perimeter shots, not great looks. Need to get back down low, try and get those points in the paint.
Andreas Beckler getting set to check in here for Chile after this free throw. Saez hits the first.
One.
And he's out. Coming in the game now is Beckler. Coming out is Saez.
We've seen Maxwell Lloyd with a big rest here in the second quarter.
Just wasn't finding it in the first quarter. They were game planning around him. Oh, a steal by Kevin Rubio. Kevin Rubio off glass and he puts it in. Back to a 10-point game right now.
Rubio really surging through for this Chilean team as they make this comeback as Pimento finds the open man outside and Sanchez pulls up and he's just off on that one.
Here comes Varela. Varela looking to push the pace himself. Can't finish. No foul on the play. Chile looking for a foul there. Mateo Moncayo. Capurro. The defensive intensity has picked up for Chile. Capurro, crossover. The extra effort, bodies flying all over the floor. Kick ball, and it's gonna be Chile's ball. Great effort there by Pimentel. Alvaro Pimentel. And Ecuador will take a timeout. Sorry, Chile.
Only 3 seconds left here in the quarter. Wanting to set something up and try and get this to single digits before halftime.
Thank you.
You wonder what Chile is going to draw up here. Not too much time on the clock. Have not been shooting well from the perimeter. Look for them to try and get something from the mid-range possibly.
See there, Rubio, the leading scorer for Chile right now. Lorca, 6 rebounds. And Arroyo with 3 assists.
Well, and we haven't seen Lorca for 6 or 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Wonder if he gets substituted back in the game here, trying to get down low as Moncayo's up. He's got 18 points already. Capurro with 6 rebounds, and Rivera with the 2 assists and the block.
Three seconds left on the clock. Wonder what they do here.
Same 5 for Chile as they come on the court.
Rubio finds Capruso. They're gonna call a foul on the 3-point play. I think he's gonna
be happy with that if you're Ecuador.
He's gonna head to the line for 3 there.
Opportunity to make a 7-point game here before half. It's almost the exact opposite of what you want if you're Ecuador.
What a big break. 23 seconds left on the clock. The refs communicating. Carrasco right there, coming in immediately first time and draws the foul for a 3-point play.
Shooting 3 for Chile. Number 8.
If you're Ecuador, you have to know no contact on that last play. There wasn't a lot of time left there. Probably wouldn't have made the shot from that far out, but big opportunity here for Chile.
They definitely caught a break here at the end of this first half.
Now the lead only at 9 points here. Second.
Gonna cut the lead to 7 here right before half. And he makes all 3. 0.3 seconds left. And that'll do it. A very entertaining and high-scoring half here for Ecuador and Chile.
A strong finish to that quarter for Chile to get it back to single digits. Head to the locker room. Try and look at what Ecuador has been doing so well here in the first half and try and draw something up defensively to stop Michael Moncayo.
Well, really, Chile has to they have to defend the 3-point line better because Moncayo is on fire. Capurro has been stroking it as well, and they're just getting involved. They're getting the whole team involved right now.
And as we look at the shot chart here, Ecuador hasn't done too well scoring the basket down low, so you don't need to be sending 2 guys if they're driving there. You need to stick on your man and not leave that open 3-point shot.
I don't expect Maxwell Lloyd to have such a quiet half as well. I think they look to get him involved in a different way, as opposed to in the post, where he's been getting cut off.
When you wonder if his coach just didn't sit him down there for the rest of the half, let him cool down. We saw him take that technical there, get him back in here in the second half, and try and push his team forward.
So, what's your name? And your name? Leave your side. Very simple.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. 41-34 for Ecuador. We'll be back at the start of the second half. Hello and welcome back to the FIBA Americas U18 Championship right here in the heart of Niagara, St. Catharines, Ontario, at the Meridian Center. And it was really, Steve, it was really a tale of two quarters, because it looked like Chile was going to come out to a big run to start the game, and there's Ecuador answering back. And at one point it was up by 17, but you saw at the end of the half there, Chile on a 12-4 run to come back into this game. Huge presence down low for Chile. Really, Kevin Rubio coming in, taking the lead really there in that run. He has 8 points, leading his team. We've seen some good ball movement from the Chilean offense as well. Varela with 3 assists, but 2 turnovers off of that. So they need to be careful with the ball, as fast break points have been huge for them. 9 fast break points and only 0 for Ecuador there. So Chile's defense really creating their offense. Exactly, and a big story for Chile as well. They got to defend the 3-point line, because right now Ecuador is shooting 58% from 3-point range, 7 of 12. That's impressive. Well, and in turn, they don't need to feel the pressure that they need to respond to those 3-pointers either. They're 18% from beyond the arc. That isn't their game. They know what they need to do. They know they need to move the ball to create that offense. And defense really is, I think, the biggest thing that they're going to have to step up here in the second half. And a big factor here is Maxwell Lorca Lloyd has to get going. He started off with that huge junk at the start of the first quarter, and has really essentially disappeared, and that's due in big part to Ecuador's defense down low. Well, and he needs to understand if he's not going to score, he needs to get his teammates to score. So if they're going to send 2 or 3 guys on that block down low, he's got to find the open man there. He's got to make that pass. He's got to have an outlet. We'll see if he can respond in the second half, and we'll see how Ecuador kind of defends now. We'll see if they stay with 2 men down low as soon as he grabs the ball, because they're starting to get hot right now. He hasn't passed the ball out of that double team yet, so I imagine Ecuador will still maintain sending the double, but you wonder if other players don't start to get involved. I expect Kevin Rubio to have a big second half here for Chile. Michael Monteo, man, 20 points in that first half for Ecuador. I expect his hot shooting to continue. Ignacio Varela has to respond. That one-on-one matchup has been the whole first quarter, and I expect it to continue right now. Saez will inbound the ball for Chile to get set for the second half of the first game of the FIBA U18 Americas World Championship. Varela to Pimentel. Rubio, off-ball screen action coming here. Varela looking to feed it in the post, and he does to Rubio. Kevin Rubio looking to work in there. Saez blocked. Varela puts it up, and he's off the mark. Ignacio Varela could not be happy with his performance up to this point. Has not been shooting well from the field. Only 5 points, 2 of 8 from the field, and 2 turnovers as well. And 1 for 5 from 3 too. Again, Chile's got to know what their game is. They're not going to shoot well from beyond the arc. They need to work it down low. Moncao now, who dominated this matchup in the first half with 20 points. Rivera, handoff to Moncao again, baseline, tries to find Sanchez, and an unerrant turnover there by Michael Moncao. But good communication from the Chilean defenders there, and good movement, switching off some of those screens. Again, defense creating offense. Varela looking for a screen from Maxwell Lorca. Pimentel, Lorca in the post, faces up, almost stolen again. One dribble, so a lot of contact there. Ecuador not happy about that call. Again, I want to see Lorca Lloyd look for the outlet pass there. He had a man open on just outside. Kick it out. Maybe even get a defender to go out on that and get the ball back. Lorca not giving up there. Oh yeah, definitely some contact there on the elbow. Lorca gonna head to the line for the first time tonight. And he's off on the first. And he drains the second. 6-point lead now here for Ecuador. Moncao. Oh, Pimentel. A big difference here is that Varela is not on Moncao anymore. They're putting the bigger defender, Alvaro Pimentel, on him. That's a good strategy there. And Pimentel showing the length there, just poking the ball away. And you wonder if not having to defend Moncao defensively here will help Varela on the offensive end. Pimentel now at the top of the arc. Rubio mishandles the ball but gains it back. Kevin Rubio in the lane. Almost a beautiful pass there. It'll stay Chile's ball.
like to see Rubio take it up there. He had the clear path. But trying to get his big man involved. We want to see him get going early here.
Ecuador's been doing a great job collapsing the paint as soon as they drive in there. Varela, beautiful pass, and it's off the mark. Rubio, Varela gonna try for three again, and once again he's off, but there's Maxwell Lorca Lloyd on the offensive glass. 3 early points here to start off the second half, and it's once again a 4-point game. Rivera, Edward Sanchez. Almost a steal there by Valera. Moncayo gonna take it himself. Sanchez gets to his spot, and he can't hit. Ecuador looking frustrated here at the start of this third quarter.
And Rivera's done well on Lorca Lloyd so far. There with another foul for him, so want to watch that. Can't get in foul trouble early in the second half.
A lot of contact here heading up court with Varela. Oh, there's Lorca Lloyd. Beautiful move in the paint, and he almost gets, oh, they're calling a travel on Maxwell Lorca Lloyd. He's not happy about that one. Again, he's got a lot of offers from schools in the United States, including schools like Vanderbilt and Connecticut, just to name a few.
Well, like you said, #3 ranked player in the state of New York.
Rivera can't hit the easy floater. There's Maxwell Lorca Lloyd. Chile pushing the pace, Pimento. Lorca Lloyd finds it, and he banks it off glass. He's starting to get going here. That's 5 early points for Lorca Lloyd.
Great vision by Pimento there, drawing in a couple defenders and finding his open big man.
The defense by Chile is picking up. And an 8-second violation. They couldn't get it over half court in time. Aaron Capurro is angry. Sanchez can't believe what's going on.
Don't want to get on your teammates here. Keep the morale up if you're Ecuador.
The momentum has definitely shifted here early in the third quarter.
And the crowd's helping that too. A lot of Chilean nationals here cheering on their team.
Mantel. Found the ball. Coach of Ecuador right now is having a conversation with the refs.
Sounds like they're discussing number of fouls for one of the Ecuadorian players here.
Wonder what the discussion. He does not seem happy right now. That's his 4th foul. They're discussing
Rivera's fouls. Like we mentioned earlier, he had 3 in that first half, now with 4. Need to watch that. He's done a great job on the big man, Lorca Lloyd. Don't want to get him out of this game.
A little confusion. Again, set to inbound the ball once again. The noise of the Chile crowd is dominating this Meridian Center right now.
Well, an opportunity for Chile to take the lead here. Rivera's actually being subbed out now, after we've gotten that clarification on how many fouls he has. So with 4 fouls, he takes a seat on the bench.
Yeah, you don't want to take the chance here of getting fouled out early in this tournament.
Still lots of time to play here. 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Varela, Moncayo reaching. Double team there, they try to trap him, and they're gonna call a foul. And Moncayo knows he committed it.
Still, I like to see the trap in the corner there. Ecuador's got to get back to communicating on defense. Lots of movement.
Second team foul there.
Foul is called on number 7, Michael Moncayo.
Lorca Lloyd hands it off to Varela. Lorca Lloyd. Varela sees a lane, finds Rubio for 3, and he strokes it, and they take the lead. Just like that, Chile is back on top. They haven't had the lead since early in the first quarter.
A huge run here to start the third quarter.
And inspired defense there, but Kevin Rubio, he's fired up.
Well, it's like we said coming into this half, Chile has to get back to working defense into offense, and we've seen that here as they've taken the lead.
Moncayo, step back, can't hit it. Not a great shot selection there. Back comes Chile, looking to, oh, sorry, they were only calling that a 2-pointer. It's 41-41 now. Kevin Rubio in the lane, and he lays it in. And correct myself from last time, now they have finally taken the lead, 43-41. Capurro, he needs to get involved again for them, and he can't finger roll it in. Back comes Chile. They have all the momentum right now. Saez, blocked by Capurro. That's the second chase down block today.
Huge block there to try and get some momentum back on that Ecuadorian team side here.
Eric Capurro putting the extra effort in on both ends of the floor. See there, Capurro with the extra effort.
His length on display with that block there, and speed getting back court.
Capurro, my goodness, that's 2 chase down blocks. And we're not even in the 4th quarter yet. Varela inbounds, Pimentel. 15 on the clock. Rubio, Kevin Rubio, spin, shot, and he puts it in. Kevin Rubio, all sorts of fired up right now. That spin jumper in the paint.
Pushes his team forward now with 14 points here. Was instrumental in that comeback in the 2nd quarter. Has just taken over this game here in the 3rd.
Chile showing their veteran leadership right now. Kevin Rubio, prolific scorer in the U17 South American Championship, reminding us all how he averaged 16 points per game last year.
And a huge leader for his Chilean team, saying in that tournament, he's not afraid of any competition in this world. He thinks his team can match up with every team in this tournament.
And he completes a 3-point play. It is now a 5-point lead for Chile. Oh, how the tables have turned. Valles. Sanchez. Moncayo. Sanchez finds Moncayo again. He's gonna have to lift one up. And he puts it in again. Michael Moncayo just stroking it from deep.
I was just gonna say I'm not overly happy with what I'm seeing from Ecuador on offense. Lots of standing around, but Moncayo just putting it up there from well beyond the 3-point.
That's not gonna win you games though, those bailout shots. And there's Pimentel. Speaking of threes, doesn't get the bounce. Varela, the undersized guard, gets the rebound. And Ignacio. Varela gets to his spot, and he can't hit the jumper. Capurro turning on the Jets. Edward Sanchez won't pull it. He gets in the lane, beautiful layup, he can't finish. Back comes Chile, looking to push the pace. Pimentel, one-on-one. Ignacio. Rubio. Pimentel in the post, one dribble in the lane, can't hit. Gets his own rebound, banks it off glass. Chile is playing some inspired basketball right now on the offensive end.
And the Ecuadorian players just standing there looking at each other like who's gonna box somebody out.
Sanchez looking to take it himself. Sanchez going up strong, and he's blocked by Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd. And back comes Kevin Rubio. Kevin Rubio, bounce pass. Not a great fast break there, but it'll stay Chile's ball.
The momentum has totally shifted in this gym here. Chile on a huge run to start the 3rd quarter.
And yet it's only a 4-point game right now.
We saw that big 3 from Moncayo. Ecuador hasn't scored other than that in this past couple of minutes.
Pimentel. Rusco, who got those 3 free throws at the end of the half to bring momentum into the 2nd half. Inako takes it himself under the basket. Not a great play there, and it's going to be back to the Ecuadorians.
Need to be careful with the ball here. You don't want to let turnovers derail this momentum if you're Chile.
Michael Moncayo, the captain of this Ecuador team. 23 points tonight.
Quietly, Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd already with the double-double, 11 points to go along with 11 rebounds.
Sanchez, beautiful spin move, tries to find the extra man, but the other Sanchez was not expecting it. Rubio, Lorca-Lloyd finds it down low. No dribble, and he's fouled. He's gonna head to the line for 2. Maxwell Lorca-Lloyd, ultra aggressive this half. Total difference from the 1st half.
He's definitely reset his composure here. Just coming out, fighting through contact. Still getting it up even. 2 shots here from the charity stripe.
Number 11, Maxwell Lloyd.
He's already been to the line tonight. Went 1 for 2. And he's off on the first. And he's on the second, 50% from the line, 2 of 4 now.
Chile really taking the advantage with rebounds now, up by 31-19 on the glass.
Oh, beautiful move by Aaron Capurro, but can't finish. Edward Sanchez on the rebound, Capurro behind the three-point line. Jab step in the lane, gonna take it himself. Can't get the bucket, but he's gonna head to the line for 2 more points.
Ecuador needing to get some points here on the board, get back to what they were doing so well in that second quarter offensively.
Capurro with 10 points in the first half, looking to get his first 2 of the second half right now.
Look back here. Jab step to try and get some space and takes it hard to the paint. Drawing the contact there.
That's what Ecuador needs right now. The ball movement has kind of come to a standstill. Chile's been picking up their defense. They need one of their leaders to step up, and that's exactly what Aaron Capurro is doing. Rusco. Cut off there on the trap. Rubio. Nice defense there by Moncayo. Oh, beautiful spin move by Maxwell Lorca Lloyd. Putting the world on notice right now.
Having a huge second half here, taking this game over.
Capruso, Mateo Moncayo, one-on-one with Pimentel. Sanchez, Moncayo not gonna take it, finds a seam, can't hit the mid-range jumper. Great defense there, again by Alvaro Pimentel. Kevin Rubio. Oh, beautiful bounce pass in front. Pimentel on the other end of the floor. Chile playing some great team ball right now. Sanchez pulls up. Not a great shot there. Carrasco. Sebastian Carrasco. Maxwell Lorca Lloyd again, and he traveled. He's not sure about that call.
The second time Lorca Lloyd's had the travel call at the corner there.
That's a couple times now during this game that Lorca Lloyd has traveled.
Now with 3 turnovers on Lorca Lloyd.
About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter. And an offensive foul. Mateo Moncayo is wondering what's going on.
Offensive foul called Ecuador's number 10, Mateo Moncayo.
Check out of the game off of that. And Brandon Ballas is going to come in.
Chile with an opportunity to extend the lead to double digits here with 2:26 left in the third quarter.
Rubio. Inako. Pimentel finds Rubio. Sebastian Carrasco can't hit.
Chile with the rebound though, dominating the glass.
Oh, great turnover there by Michael Moncayo. They're looking to get some momentum back, and it all starts with him. Great defense again there by Kevin Rubio. Truly the leader of this team.
They're sending the bigger defender to try and shut down Moncayo, and we've seen it. He hasn't got it going here in the second half.
It's been working. Varela inserted back into the game. Now Pimentel's going to take a rest. He deserves it. They got to get the ball in. There's Capruso. Crossover between the legs. Once again, great defense by Inako. Tries to find him in low. Can't get the bounce. And back comes Chile. Chilean team looking to push. Varela takes it himself. Maxwell Lloyd blocked. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Ecuador not happy about that, and they can feel it. This game is getting a little out of reach right now, 53-46. They want to respond quick. Ooh, I don't know about that one, Steve.
There's a bit of contact there, but that's what's going to happen with the big man down low. He's going to get those foul calls, especially when he goes up strong like that. Chile now in the bonus as well, as Ecuador has 5 fouls here already with 1:42 left in the third quarter.
And he's 1 for 2 once again. That could come back to bite Chile if they don't start hitting their free throws. Michael Monteo, about 90 seconds left in this third quarter. Great defense again by Kevin Rubio. No travel called there. That could have gone either way. Monteo can't hit. Kevin Rubio. Rubio pulling up, and he can't hit.
Probably wishes he had passed it off to the open man there. Have to take advantage of those fast break opportunities.
Oh, big time block by Lorca Lloyd at the three-point line. He's gonna head to the line for 2. Michael Monteo gonna get aggressive here. Scoring has kind of come to a standstill, that's for sure.
Some sloppy play on both ends, back and forth here, but Lorca Lloyd swatting it away from beyond the arc there. Kevin Rubio takes a well-deserved break here. Has been instrumental in this team's comeback.
Monteo hits both. Monteo. Sebastian Carrusco. Varela looking for a screen from Maxwell Lorca Lloyd. He gets it. Sebastian Carrusco. Not a great pass there. Chile again with another turnover.
Already now with 13 turnovers here in the game. We've seen some sloppy play in the second half. You wonder if these teams aren't getting tired. They've been running at each other on the defensive end.
Valles. Driving himself, plus the foul, he can't finish. And they're gonna call it 2 shots. They're not gonna call it on the floor.
Saw the opening there and just turned the corner, taking it right to the basket.
At the line for Ecuador, number 9,
Ecuador not shooting great from the free throw line, only 6 for 10 so far today as Valles drains his first.
One.
Valles setting up for the second here.
And he's 2 for 2 on the free throws. It's a 4-point game now. Surprisingly enough, Chile has really taken the momentum. Varela. Down low. Spin move. Another travel call on Chile. This time it's Fabian Martinez.
18 seconds left here. Expect Ecuador to hold the ball and try and get this to a 1-possession game.
Up the court now is Brandon Valles. Off-ball screen come from Monteo. He didn't realize that his defender fell. He had an open shot. He's calling for the ball again. That was a little rushed. 3 seconds left on the clock. Carrusco. And it's not gonna hit. I think it was a little too late anyways there. But what a great response for Chile in that in the start of the second half, taking the lead now 54-50 after being down by 17 at one point in the first half. Quick turnaround.
It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter, that's for sure.
I think as Ecuador's coach has got to tell his team, like, what's going on here, guys? What in the first half they were clearly bringing 2 defenders to Maxwell Lorca Lloyd, and it seems that they've strayed away from that now.
They've strayed away from a bit from it, and as you look at the players there on the bench, everybody seems a little tired. You wonder if they weren't running out of energy here in the fourth quarter.
And a big underrated story now, Kevin Rubio. Rubio's been balling out right now.
Putting the team on his back here now.
15 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 70%. Sorry, 7 of 8 shooting, I should say.
And really, he was the difference maker on this comeback here. Started things in that second quarter, but it's been his defensive play here in the second half that has just stifled anything Ecuador's tried to do on offense.
I think as a team, Chile has really picked it up, and they've really stepped it up to their next level in the second half and showing why they are 35th ranked in the world.
Well, and as we look at Kevin Rubio already with 3 steals here defensively, he's been the difference.
You see here, Varela, I should say. Kevin Rubio stroking it. He knows what to do with it.
Well, and that's what happens in these kinds of games. You get down early in the game, but you look to your leaders to bring you back. Kevin Rubio stepped up here for the Chilean team.
He was a big reason why they went undefeated last year in the South Americas, and they know this team very well. You see that pretty spin move into the jump shot plus the foul.
The ability to get himself balanced, square up, and drain the mid-range shot as we're about to start the fourth quarter here.
What can we expect from Ecuador here after losing momentum in that third quarter, Steve?
They've got to get back to ball movement on offense. Saw a lot of standing around in their offensive sets. Their half-court offense has to be screens off the ball, have to be setting those down low screens, movement.
And the biggest thing for me, seeing in that the third quarter there, Michael Moncayo, not guarded by Varela anymore. They're putting bigger defenders on him and making him uncomfortable, and that's worked so far. Castanda on the court for the first time for Ecuador. Surprising, looking a surprise. Sorry, the second time tonight. Hasn't got much minutes. Trying to make an impact right away, and he turns the ball over. And
right to come off of the bench, cold, not necessarily in a rhythm here. Rivera back in the game with those 4 fouls, so we'll keep an eye here. He draws another one. Wonder if he won't head back to the bench. He went off the court, and Maxwell Lorca Lloyd really went on a run. So
he was the difference in the first half. He's 6'8", and Lorca Lloyd's 6'9", and that's the tallest player on Ecuador. He's the only one that can really match up with him.
Well, they match up height-wise, but Rivera's strength too down low.
Yeah.
He's boxed out well on Lorca Lloyd. And
Lorca Lloyd, speaking of him, loses the ball, gains it back. Varela, crossover, trying to go baseline. At the top, Martinez can't hit. Back comes Ecuador. Castanda trying to take it himself. Not a great play there. He's got to be kicking himself. Varela. Carrasco. Just sloppy basketball right now for both teams. But here goes Michael Moncayo. Hesitation, taking himself. Great pass, blocked by Maxwell Lorca Lloyd.
Presence down low there from Lorca Lloyd, just swatting that one away.
Varela for 3, puts it in! Ignacio Varela, he's been quiet most of the game, but when it counts, he shows up.
The lead back up to 7 now for Chile. Ecuador needs to get something going in their half-court offense here.
And a foul there on Varela. Kevin Rubio, the leading scorer for the Chile team, getting set to check back in. And coming off the court is Fabian Martinez.
Kevin Rubio checks back in for Chile.
Capurro, only 3 points in the second half so far, as opposed to his 10. And a travel once again. They've been calling that tight tonight, up and under. Questionable calls, but what are you gonna do?
It's been both ways. Both teams know they've got to put the ball on the floor before they try and get up and under the defender.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Steve. But that's in the past now. Varela. Screen from Maxwell Lloyd. Pick and roll action. Not a great play, but he's going to head to the line for 2, and they're not happy about the calls that are going on right now. That is Ecuador I'm talking about.
Rivera lucky not to be involved in that fray there.
Lorca Lloyd looking to go for points 16 and 17. And again, he misses his first free throw. And Lorca Lloyd looking to get the pick and roll action going there. A little too aggressive. And he hits the second once again. 8-point game now. Just over 8 minutes left in this final quarter of the first game of the FIBA Americas Under-18 Championship right here in St. Catharines. Bounce pass in, blocked by Pimentel. Rubio. Ball all over the place right now for both teams. Capurro. He's got to get it going now. Capurro loses the ball. Castanda. Screen. A wild pass inside. Chile's defense has been great. Varela, Pimentel gets cut off. Carusco, floater, puts it in on the finger roll. Back to, it's a 10-point lead now for Chile. This is the biggest lead of the night. Varela, Michael Moncayo, he's got to get going right now if this team wants a chance. Moncayo, fake, beautiful hands there by Carrasco.
Ecuador's gone away from Moncayo being the primary ball creator, and I just don't think, I think you need to have the ball in his hands. I think you want him to orchestrate that offense. You need him in the clutch here. He was huge for you in the first half.
Mateo, Moncayo, and Sanchez coming in now. Screen, Moncayo. Moncayo can't hit. That's as open as look as he's gonna get the rest of this game. There's a foul on Lorca Lloyd.
Foul called on Chile's number 11.
Gonna take it out on the side now. Ecuador's got to find an answer and quick. You know Chile can hold the lead. They're a veteran presence. They've been here before. Rivera, Mateo Moncayo, not a great shot. Once again, great defense, the outstretched hands. But Ecuador, Rivera forcing a turnover, and it'll stay their ball.
Rivera's shown his presence down low since re-entering the game here, but again with that foul trouble, so can't be too aggressive.
Almost a 5-second violation there. Capurro, one-on-one now with Pimento, who's been a great defender all night. Aaron Capurro gets the switch. Capurro, one-on-one with Carrasco, got the size mismatch. Crossover in the lane, shot fake, up and under, can't hit. Lorca, and it's gonna stay Chile's ball.
The rebounding battle has truly shifted to Chile here, now up 39 rebounds to 25 on the glass.
Timeout by Ecuador.
You're the Ecuadorian coach right now. What are you saying to your team, Anthony?
See, Chile has just picked it up on the defensive end, and I think that's been the biggest difference this half.
Defense and sloppy play really has been the issue early on here, but you wonder if both teams aren't getting tired, like we said earlier, running it back and forth. We've seen lots of fast break opportunities off of some of those turnovers. If you're Chile, you have to be happy with how you've played in the second half. You need to get back to that strong defense. And they've shooting efficiently, 43% from the field.
Exactly. They got to be feeding up this crowd. It sounds like a home crowd to me. Chile has really traveled, and their team has got to appreciate that.
Well, and they've brought the momentum here too. We've seen them kind of capture this gym. Turnover battle only 16-5 here, tighter than we expected.
Yeah, not a great. The ball handling has been sloppy today, that's for sure. But on both teams, and Chile has taken advantage of that. You see here, the 3-point percentage: 17% for Chile, 3 of 18, and Ecuador 57%, 8 of 14, and somehow they're down by 10 right now.
Well, that was the difference in the first half, was the perimeter shooting for Ecuador, but Chile has stopped putting up the shots from beyond the arc, really worked their offense down low and taken over this game.
And Ecuador has only taken 2 3-pointers in this half as opposed to 12 in the first half. You got to think that they got to go back to the 3-point shooting. But give credit where credit's due. Chile is really running them off the line. Pimentel finds a seam off the full court press. Rubio can't hit. Gets his own rebound. Out of bounds, back the other way. Ecuador trying to show the full court press now. Down by 10 with 6:40 left in this game.
Need something to spark their offense here.
Screen. Mateo Moncayo, crossover. Beautiful floater off glass.
Mateo Moncayo high off the glass.
And a foul there by Capurro.
Ecuador foul for number 13, Aaron Capurro.
Mental inbound. And he trips. Varela. Pimentel gonna take it himself. Nice pass to Rubio, and can't finish.
Rivera being a difference there, affecting that shot as Mateo misses
Okay,
on
hit.
that.
60-52 with Just over 6 minutes remaining. Ecuador's scoring has come to a standstill. They got to get something going.
Can't just be putting up on-errand shots there. Need to try and get in half-court sets and find an open man.
Carrasco, Varela, Rubio, he's got space. Kevin Rubio takes it himself. Drops it off to Pimentel. Carrasco. Sebastian Carrasco looking for a screen from Maxwell Lloyd. He gets it. Nice find to Pimentel. In the lane, somehow puts it in, showing the strength and athleticism all in one. Alvaro Pimentel.
And the points in the paint, 34 now for Chile and only 14 for Ecuador. That's been a big difference in this second half.
Capurro picks up his dribble. Rivera, we haven't heard much of him in this second half. Limited to those 4 fouls. Mateo Moncayo way off.
Ecuador just forcing it now on offense.
Carrasco, 62-52. Carrasco, Varela has some space, and he can't hit the 3-point shot, but Pimentel right there, but he steps out of bounds on the offensive rebound. Back to Ecuador. Brandon Vallis gonna check back in for Ecuador. Coming out is Mateo Moncayo. Running some good minutes here for a 16-year-old of this U18 tournament, the youngest player on the Ecuadorian team. Vallis looking for a man. Brandon Vallis. Michael Moncayo gets a screen. Moncayo gonna take it himself. Tries to find Vallis, he's gonna take it. An unerrant shot right there. Great defense by Chile once again. Varela just gets over half on that pass. Under 5 minutes now left in this game. 10-point game for Chile. Rubio. Pimentel finds Max Allure. He's gonna show his range, and he's way off there, a little too strong. And here comes Capurro. Capurro taking himself, beautiful sidestep, and he's off the mark on the easy layup. And Capurro's got to be kicking himself over that one.
Need to finish that one here. Try and get a bit of momentum back on your side, but Ecuador will retain possession here as they inbound off the baseline.
Beautiful move, just couldn't finish. Rivera, well short. Varela, Ignacio Varela. Beautiful drop up, and Maxwell Lloyd showing off to the world that he can pound that ball in the hole.
Statement dunk there. Now up by 12 is Chile.
Pimentel not happy with that reach-in call.
Still, I like the active hands here from Chile in the second half defensively. Poking that ball away, trying to get anything going, and then the fast break offense is just unstoppable.
They need a run now. 12-point lead, under 4 minutes. Edward Sanchez. Sanchez in the lane, spin, jumper, can't hit. All the shots have been contested in the second half, and it's been Chile's defense that has been the story here. A tale of 2 halves, really. Carrasco, Pimentel, Varela, cross court to Carrasco. He's gonna take it. Oh, beautiful under the rim layup, showing off his athleticism. 14-point game now. The Chile fans are smelling victory.
Chile can smell blood in the water. They're ready to end this here.
Moncayo gonna take it himself. Beautiful scoop layup, and he banks it in. Still time left here, 12-point game. Carrasco. Rubio. Varela resets up top. Ignacio Varela, crossover. Nice bounce pass, and once again, Lorca Lloyd throws it down with 2 hands.
And Varela was looking for his big man the whole time there. Knew he could draw in the defender and just have it go to Maxwell Lorca Lloyd.
Offensive foul on Varela. Sorry, offensive foul on Sanchez as he elbows Varela unerringly. Varela's gonna come out of the game, and Ignacio's gonna come in. See the beautiful bounce pass there. The awareness by Varela to find the cutting Maxwell Lorca Lloyd.
Issue here with the shot clock as they're looking to reset the offense. Chile will inbound.
They want to sub now. Coming into the game is Barros, Ignacio Barros. Into the game for the first time, and Maxwell Lorca Lloyd's gonna come out of the game, and he deserves the standing ovation that he's getting now, as he turned it up in the second half and put on a show. He really put the world on notice.
Didn't have a great first half, but really came out here and a couple of statement dunks to take over this game.
Rubio in the lane, finds a space, and he can't throw it down. And a foul there. 2:25 left. What can Ecuador do here? They gotta hit the three-point shot.
They have to start going for the three. There's not enough time left here.
Chile bringing in.
Try and do something defensively.
Chile bringing in their subs now. Pimentel's gonna come out. Villagran coming in now. Carlos Villagran getting his first action of the night. 17-year-old from Chile. And he's extended to a 16-point lead with 2:25 left in this final quarter. Ecuador's gonna push it. Calling for a screen. Sanchez from Sanchez. Edward Sanchez drives in, strong layup, and he puts it in. Maybe a little too late.
Edward Sanchez.
Well, the paint's a little more wide open now with Lorca Lloyd on the bench. Just his presence down low really affected what Ecuador was doing on offense.
And the floater can't hit there for Barros. Barros gets it again, tries another floater. He's got to go strong up with that one, young fella. Here comes Edward Sanchez. Pulling the moves on, he's gonna take the three-point shot. He hits it. Edward Sanchez brings it to a 11-point game. It's 1:43 left in the quarter. Now Chile has all their bench on as Aviles comes in. Franco Aviles, number 10, 16 years old, one of the youngest players on this team. Chile gotta get it across court. They're looking to kill time now. Nyako, screen from Aviles. And an offensive foul, a moving screen there from Aviles.
Minute 27 left here as Ecuador taking a timeout, down by 11 points. I don't know if there's enough time left here in the fourth quarter to make any kind of a run. Ecuador kind of just settled for unerrant shots here in the second half. We didn't see them drive the paint as much, attack down low, and open up the wide open three-pointers that they've had throughout.
It's been a great effort today. I know it's not over. With about 90 seconds left. Chile has their bench in. They can't get too complacent though, because this Ecuador team we saw in the first half, they can stroke and they can get on fire real quick.
Well, and the big difference there in the second quarter as well was not having Maxwell Lorca Lloyd down low.
And you see the difference here from 2-point range in the second half. Chile 55% from the field and Ecuador 22%. And right here, Maxwell Lorca Lloyd showing his athleticism and strength, throwing it down with two hands in the paint off the beautiful feed from Varela.
A lot of that field goal percentage does come from those points in the paint. Now 40 points in the paint for Chile compared to only 18 for Ecuador. They really were attacking the paint early on in the game, but just haven't seen that here in the second half. Saw some of their smaller guards try and work it down low and draw in an extra defender to find the open man on the perimeter, but just hasn't had it here in the second half.
To the court comes the Chilean players. Ecuador still with their starters on the floor. Pass inside. He's got to go up strong with that one. Sanchez, mid-range, no good. And here comes Chile. In the paint. And he can't get it plus the foul, but he's gonna head to the line for 2. Andreas Beckler off the bench, looking to finish out this game for Chile and take the 1-0 victory to start off this tournament.
If this score does hold up, Anthony, and you're Ecuador, what do you take from this game going into the rest of the tournament?
You got a strong first half, but you know that these teams are experienced and that they can always come back in the second half. So you got to learn to play with the lead and keep the lead.
Closing out quarters was big here too. We saw Chile start to make that run towards the end of the second quarter and just put things away in the third.
Chile's defense really stepped up in the second half of this game. And there's Beckler hitting the second free throw. Michael Moncayo. Just over a minute left. Edward Sanchez gets a screen from Quierga. Quierga, Sanchez. He's going to take it out of bounds.
3, 4, 5.
Chile foul call number 6.
Here's they get to the line.
5, 6, 7,
At the line,
8,
shooting 2 for
9,
Ecuador,
10,
number 11.
11.
If you're Chile, what do you take from this game going forward in the tournament too, Anthony? Let's flip things around.
Chile, well, they got to be impressed with their second half, but they can't.
19, 20.
They really did come out strong in the second half. And defense.
Right, but they can't have such a horrible first half because teams like Canada and US will bury you because they've been here before and they're past champions.
Well, and you wonder if some of that wasn't just shaking off a bit of rust, kind of getting a feel for the gym early on and just getting a feel for how they want to play this tournament.
Exactly 1 minute left on the clock, 72-64 Chile. It's all but done now. It's almost an insurmountable amount to come back from unless a miracle happens. Beckler holds the ball, looking to waste some clock. In the corner now, baseline. And he puts it in. Barros off the bench once again.
Ecuador sticking with their 5 guys here. Still getting them some time on the court as Sanchez goes up.
Sanchez been going hard all night. He's not afraid to get in. He's not afraid to get in the paint and play with the big boys.
And I think we just needed to see a bit more of that from the Ecuadorian guards here. We saw Michael Moncayo early in the game taking it to the paint, just kind of backed off here in the second half. As mentioned a couple of times, Chile did put a lengthier defender on Moncayo, and that really did affect his performance here in the second half. I'm sure that other teams will take note of that and possibly do it further in the tournament.
And just to remind everybody, game 2 is up next between Argentina and the host, Canada. Tip-off is set to go at 2:15. Almost a backcourt violation there for Chile. In the paint now, Beckler gets the ball held up. And Iñaki, mid-range, can't hit the shot. Here comes Capurro. Just over 10 seconds left in this game. Capurro gonna get one last shot off, mid-range, and he hits there. Could have used that earlier in the game. That's just gonna about do it. Chile's gonna dribble out the ball now, and that's gonna be the first game. 74-62 for Chile over Ecuador. What a first game this was to start out the tournament.
Chile keeps their undefeated streak in FIBA plays, going back to last year's tournament, going now 5-0 here.
A very competitive game to start off this tournament. It's just the start of what we can expect for the rest of this tournament, that's for sure.
Chile setting the tone as they've got a matchup tomorrow against Argentina.
And great sportsmanship here by both teams. Obviously, they know each other well, both in the same continent. And great sign of respect for their Chilean crowd.
They helped in that comeback, like you said earlier in the half. They got loud, they really got the momentum going for their team.
Great sign of respect there. Chile travels well, that's for sure. You can't take that away from them.
We said it in our pregame. They're here to make the World Cup. They want to qualify for that tournament next year in China. The only way they can do that with is the top 4 placement here.
Obviously, Ecuador can't be happy about their second half, but they could take some things away from this game. They need to play better defense in the second half. I know the size was a mismatch here, and Maxwell Lorca Lloyd stepped up and And obviously Kenning Rivera had some foul trouble. That's a big deal. That was a big deal, a big momentum shift during the game. But
something we haven't looked at that much. In the third quarter, when he did go to the bench, that is really when Chile made their run.
See there, the Chilean team walking off. See here, Chile just played an overall great game, and it really turned around for them in the second half. They started out slow. Nice little floater there in the lane. So that was a tough shot, but it was not like that all second half. They really got open looks and moved the ball well.
Well, moved the ball and got back to their game, which is playing in the paint, setting screens up high, working the ball down low. It's where they live.
A lot of drive and kick. And Pimento, a huge factor. Michael Moncayo dominated the first half with 20 points, and then Pimento quickly switched on to him to start the second half.
A true difference maker here, and you have to give Kevin Rubio, captain of the Chilean team, some props too. He really sparked that comeback in the second quarter and just carried that on early in the third, and his defense was clutch here as Chile closed things out. 74-62 is the final score as we finish our first game of this FIBA U18 American Champion.
Of course, coming up next is the host, Canada. They will be taking on Argentina.
We look back here, and those three-point percentages early on in the game, Chile was chucking it up from beyond the arc, and just bad offensive possessions ending in contested three-point shots.
And that'll do it for this first game. 74-62, Chile for Ecuador. Chile over Ecuador.
Kevin, ¿qué se siente ganar el primer juego, empezar con el pie derecho en el torneo, representar a Chile por ahora?
Orgulloso de representar a mi país. El partido se nos complicó al comienzo. Venía un Ecuador muy preparado para los tiros que tenían abiertos y nosotros fuimos ajustando durante el partido, pero fuimos paso a paso ajustando la defensa y al final se nos dio.
¿Qué se siente representar a Chile y representar a tu país en un escenario tan grande y ganar otra vez?
Un orgullo, nosotros felices por dar todo en la cancha. Como te digo, vamos a ir paso a paso, partido a partido, viendo lo que se nos viene y jugando lo mejor que podamos.
¿Qué expectativas tienen para el resto del torneo o cuáles son tus metas para el torneo?
Para el torneo nosotros lo que queríamos buscar fue la clasificación al Mundial, que es lo más importante para nosotros en este momento.
Muchas gracias.
¿Un saludo? Sí. Ya, vale. Un saludo a toda la gente de Chile que nos está apoyando y gracias por todo su apoyo.
Muchas gracias.
Vale.